There's no time to be playing your best football like the present. Week 1 of the final month of the college football season. The final month, the November and December. Conference titles are all in hand. Who I think is going to take a step up in their division or in their conference? Find out in the next couple of minutes. Only right here. Boomer Sooner 1982. This is the picks for this week in college football. Stay tuned. As we begin, we'll start, of course, as we always do, in the conference that I love the most, the Big 12 Conference. We're on Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. 6th-ranked Baylor will be at Kansas State on Fox Sports 1. I think this one might be a little closer than you may want it to be for Baylor fans, in that it's a true freshman quarterback coming in, first real action. But I think that they're going to get it done late. Expect Kansas State to dirty up this game. Expect it to be a little bit closer than the experts think. But like I said, Baylor still gets it done. They don't lose yet. 11 a.m. kickoffs on the normal Saturdays. They include a game at West Virginia for Texas Tech. Texas Tech will be in Morgantown, West Virginia on Fox Sports 1 at 11 o'clock. I'm going to take West Virginia. I think that they get this one. They're going to be bowl eligible because of that. 2:30 slates. The 2:30 slate is between two ranked opponents, and it's a pretty good one between number 8 TCU. They'll be at number 14 Oklahoma State. That will be on Fox Sports. I'm actually going to go with Oklahoma State in this game. I know that Sooner fans want to see TCU win it because that'll be more in 2 weeks and this and that and the other. But Stillwater is not an easy place to win, and I think that Oklahoma State's just going to get it done. Travel at 6 o'clock. You'll travel about 90 miles up the road to Norman, Oklahoma, where Iowa State will be at number 15 Oklahoma on ESPNU. I'm going to go with my Sooners. It's the final tune-up before the month begins for the Sooners, and they're averaging 50 points a game. That's about what all I got to say on that. The final game on the Big 12 docket, 7 p.m., University of Kansas, the Jayhawks will try to bounce back after the 62-7 drumming by Oklahoma, and they'll do it at Texas on the Longhorn Network. Speaking of bouncing back, I think Texas will bounce back, and they're going to get a step closer to becoming bowl eligible. Regular games outside the Big 12 Conference, they include a Tuesday night game between Northern Illinois. UNI will be at 24th ranked Toledo on ESPN2. I'm going to go with Toledo. Wednesday nighters at 7 p.m. on ESPN2 also. The Ohio Bobcats will be at Bowling Green on ESPN2. I'm going to go with Bowling Green. Thursday night, 3 games. ESPN3.com has a game. That'll be Buffalo at Kent State. I'm going to go with Kent. 6:30 p.m. is the rest of them. Ball State will be at Central Michigan on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with Central Michigan. And Arkansas State will be at Appalachian State on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Appalachian. They've had a couple of big-time wins. Of course, the defending when they were in the small-town market. I think that they're going to use some of that small-town market and get a big-time win there. Also, including in the Thursday nighters, a couple of more. Mississippi State, 20th ranked in the new college football polls, will be at Missouri on ESPN. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. And finally, 9:30 p.m. ESPN2, Nevada will be at Fresno State. I'm going to go with Nevada. Friday night games, a couple of these also. ESPN2 has one, in fact. Number 22nd ranked Temple in the new college football polls. They will be at SMU. I'm going to go with Temple. And then on CBS Sports Network, Rice will be at the University of Texas El Paso I'm going to go with Rice. The nightcap, 10:30 p.m. CBS Sports Network has this one. Brigham Young will be at San Jose State. I'm going to go with BYU. Normal Saturday games. They start, of course, as they always do, 11 a.m. And that's when Akron will be at University of Massachusetts on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with Akron. FAU, Florida Atlantic, will be at Western Kentucky on Fox Sports Net. I'm going to go with Western Kentucky. Big Ten Network has Illinois at Purdue on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Purdue. ESPN2, Duke and North Carolina. I'm going to go with the Tar Heels. ESPN regular has Vandy at number 10th ranked in the new college football poll, Florida. I'm going to go with Florida. Kentucky will be at Georgia in the SEC Network. I'm going to go with Georgia. And finally, what is that? 5th ranked, 6th ranked Notre Dame, 5th ranked Notre Dame in the new poll will be at Pittsburgh on ABC. I'm going to go with Notre Dame. 11 a.m. Games. That was that one. 11:30 a.m. games. 2 of them. Syracuse will be at Louisville on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Louisville. And NC State will be at Boston College. I'm going to go with NC State on ESPN3.com for both. 12 p.m. Stanford is at Colorado on the Pac-12 network. I think that the Stanford Cardinal, they're in that new college football poll somewhere. I'm pretty sure that they're going to figure out another way to do this. They're going to get a win there. 1 p.m. ESPN3.com will have Louisiana Lafayette at Georgia State. I'm going to go with Georgia State on ESPN3.com. Eastern Michigan will be at Miami of Ohio on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Miami of Ohio at 1:30. 2 o'clock games, 3 of them all on ESPN3.com. They include Idaho will be at South Alabama. I'm going to go with USA on ESPN3.com. Colorado State will be at Wyoming on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Wyoming. And the battle in the ACC on ESPN3.com. Virginia will be at the Miami of Florida. I'm going to go with Florida. 2:30 p.m. The mid games. Here's the middle games for you. Big Ten Network has Wisconsin at Maryland. I'm going to go with the Badgers of Wisconsin. They also, on the Big Ten Network, Visa, on the other Big Ten Network, they have number 17, Michigan, at Rutgers on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Michigan. On Fox Sports Net, you can watch Marshall at Middle Tennessee State. I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee. ABC, the big dogs in the ACC, Florida State and Clemson. Number 16th ranked Florida State at number 1 ranked Clemson. I'm actually going to go with Clemson in this ball game. Brent Venables has that defense blocked and mobile and ready to go. 18th ranked Ole Miss will host Arkansas. Arkansas at 18th ranked Ole Miss on CBS. I'm going to go with Ole Miss. Army and Air Force will be on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Air Force. University of Iowa, they're in that top 10. They'll be at Indiana on ESPN. I'm going to go with Iowa. Number 25th ranked in the new college football polls, Houston. They're going to be hosting Cincinnati. Cincinnati at Houston, ESPN2. I'm going to go with Houston. And Louisiana ULM, Louisiana Monroe at Troy on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Troy. And finally, CBS Sports Network has Utah State at New Mexico. I'm going to go with Utah State. 3 p.m. New Mexico State will be at Texas State on ESPN News. I'm going to go with ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Texas State. ESPN News has the University of Connecticut at Tulane. I'm going to go with UConn. And finally, SEC Network has South Carolina at the University of Tennessee. I'm going to go with Tennessee. Good crowd out there. 3:30 p.m. Pac-12 Network. UCLA will be at Oregon State. I'm going to go with the UCLA Bruins. 6 o'clock tonight, Navy will be at 13th ranked Memphis on ESPN2. I'm going to go with the Tigers. Number 7th ranked Michigan State will be at Nebraska. I'm going to go with Michigan State, but look for Nebraska to kind of keep this thing kind of close. Maybe even help my Sooners out and get a big-time win. But I think Michigan State finds a way to get it done. 6:30, Fox. Number 12th ranked in the new college football poll, Utah will be at Washington. I'm going to go with Utah. Auburn will be at Texas A&M on the SEC network. I'm going to go with the Aggies. And South Florida will be at East Carolina on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with ECU. The night cap, the final cap, the 7 o'clock cap it all off as far as major times. 2 major games. The major game that not a lot of people are paying attention to, ABC, the Kirk Herbstreit and those guys will be on this one. Minnesota, don't you know? Minnesota will be at Ohio State University on ABC. I'm going to go with Ohio State. Here's the kicker. You ready? Number 2, LSU at number 4, Alabama on the CBS Sports Network. If there's a team that can say, you know what, Alabama, you're done. You're done. You're out of the polls. Second loss in the division. Not gonna happen. If there's a team that can do that, it is LSU. But it's in Tuscaloosa. Not gonna be easy. Look for this game to be close. But in the end, Alabama wins a home game for the Sabans. The late night caps, 2 of them on 9:30 p.m. docket. ESPN2 has Cal at Oregon. I'm going to go with Oregon. And ESPN Original has Arizona at Southern Cal. I'm going to go with Southern Cal. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Be sure to find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor. You can tweet me also at SoonerFanOK. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and as always, enjoy your college football Saturday. November is awesome to remember. Thanks, guys. Peace out.